You save. Exclusions, more terms and restrictions apply. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour. I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
And we are here today with our guest, Leslie. Leslie, welcome back to the podcast. Last time we had you after Gary's season?
Yeah, it was
person?
right after the finale in person.
It was literally the day after the finale.
Wow.
Crazy. Wow. Does that feel like a long time ago now?
It feels like forever ago. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that feels like a long time ago for me. But like you have had so much more of a journey since that time in your life.
I know. I have and I haven't. Like I have. But then, real life, normal life is completely taken over. And but it's just, it was just definitely, I remember I was coming into the studio and it was fun. It was a little hard. It was a hard night for me. But you guys actually made it, I'm going to be honest, made it a lot better. Like the next day, that really helped me.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm so glad to hear that.
That's what we do, That's what we're good at. You were actually at Grant's Final Rose show.
Yes.
The fact that I don't know the name of the show.
I was going to say, we've only watched 100 of them.
AFR, yeah. You were at,
I know.
You were at AFR. Did you, you're someone that got down to the end, and you weren't the chosen one. Did you speak to Latia at all? Because I feel like you guys were kind of in a little bit of a similar situation.
I did. I met her and we definitely had a moment and we talked, how we definitely have a similar experience. And then we took a picture and we held up 2 fingers for number 2.
I'm surprised you guys didn't hold up one, the middle one.
And she seems like I really like her. She's was very, very sweet. So it was good meeting her.
How is it seeing Gary? And then we also know Joan and Chalk were there.
Yeah. It was good. I mean, the funny thing is that Joan and Chalk and Gary and I actually had a drink after the show back at the hotel. And Gary and I just kind of fell into like friend mode and we were sharing a bowl of soup. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a thing where we're okay with each other, and I really have a place in my heart for him. I mean, he was special to me, and you just don't turn that off just because you got your heart broken. And obviously so much time has gone by and I really want him to be happy. He wants me to be happy, and he still makes me laugh and I make him laugh, and it was very easy. So it was nice.
Is there a part of you that's glad that he didn't choose you?
Oh my God. What?
I don't,
Joe.
Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, are you looking at it now? It's been a year. Is there a part of you that's like, like with him living in Indiana, like how do you feel? Do you feel, or what do you think?
I think I always say things always work out the way they're supposed to. And, I don't think it was shown, but the last night or literally 5 minutes before he broke up with me, he said he would like to move to Minneapolis. So I don't know. I don't think I would have had to move to Indiana. But I think things worked out the way they were supposed to. I really have a place for him in my heart, but I mean, you just don't know. I don't think we're probably perfect for each other, at the end of the day. Yeah.
Have you been dating at all since the show?
No, I haven't.
Well, it's not
Why
a crazy
not?
question. That's not a crazy question. You
No,
definitely could have
well,
been.
no, I know, but it's like people are like, why haven't you been dating? And again, I know I've said this before, but I live in Minneapolis. I've lived here my whole life. It's a small, big town. I know everybody. I'm not going to date someone's ex-husband that I know. It's a really hard town for dating. And I actually think it's a hard town for dating, not just with older people, but with younger people too. I mean, my daughter has a hard time. She's 33. I'm actually
they?
friends.
I
Huh?
was gonna say, I feel like they just filmed the last season of Love is Blind there, and that was like a
Yeah.
common theme too, of them all being like,
Yeah.
everyone is connected in some way. Like to cast a whole season of people from the same town
Yeah.
that haven't all like dated each other is not easy.
Right. Like they always say, why doesn't, The Bachelor do a show where you're in the same town? It wouldn't work here.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't. I mean, I'm actually friends with Sarah from Love is Blind. She was my nurse last year when I was in the hospital. And we're actually going to meet and have a drink next week. But she's a doll, and you look at her and you're like, why are you single? Or why were you single? I mean, it's the same thing I get. Everyone gets it. It's just a hard town. But
Would you consider? I mean, you are casted on. We want to get into it in depth, but you are casted on Golden Paradise.
yeah,
If you did meet someone, would you consider moving?
I would consider moving if it's the right place. I mean, and I wouldn't mind having two places. I love my condo here in Minneapolis. I literally look, over the city. It's beautiful and I love it. And Minneapolis is amazing in the summer. But I definitely wouldn't mind kind of just going back and forth. I mean, my grandkids are here, and I have two kids here. My son's in Chicago. So I, I kind of want to be here a little
Yeah.
bit of the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ideally, you meet someone that lives in Florida or Arizona or Vegas, somewhere
Yeah.
warm, and then you could spend
Yeah.
time. I mean,
Exactly.
What's so
Or
funny?
California. I have
California, yeah.
half my family lives in LA, so that wouldn't be bad. Or Chicago, I don't know, just
Chicago's cold though. Chicago's cold.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Joe's obsessed with the weather today. This is like the fourth time we've talked about Arizona.
I don't know why you're coming at me publicly.
No, it's cold in New York and we're over it. I'm totally with you. It's just funny. to
yeah.
me.
I mean, it's like 48 degrees in Minneapolis today. Like, I'm sick of this,
Yeah.
And we in 48 degrees, we're like, yes, like that's great, but it's not great. It fucking
No.
sucks. And I'm sick
It
of
does.
stepping out of my apartment and being instantly stressed because the cold winds blowing at my face.
know.
And I got to blow my nose and I don't have a Kleenex.
It's
I
always
know.
rough out here.
Hello, I'm always with Kleenex. Always.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, are you sick? I'm like, no, my nose won't stop running.
Truly, it's just cold.
Yeah.
We had Gary on the podcast a little bit ago, and he was telling us that you and Joan gave him some advice regarding telling Teresa that he is dating someone new.
Mm-hmm.
What was the advice that you gave him?
Well, I guess it was after the grand finale. We were on the bus going back to the hotel together, and he asked me, he said he's dating somebody, and I'm like, oh my God, that's wonderful, and I'm so happy for you. And he did ask me if I should tell Teresa. I said, well, I think you should, because first of all, I think she'd be happy for you. And second of all, I think it's better hearing it from you than seeing it like on the internet or hearing it from somebody else. I know that's what I would want. So I just kind of gave him that advice, and
Wow, Gary really has just the best of both worlds, huh? He's able to just get advice from his exes. You guys are all good friends now. The guy's he's dating whoever he wants. Gary's
yeah,
wow.
he's got it going on. He definitely,
He's living it up.
Are you
Yeah.
still close with Teresa? I know that you guys kind of developed a friendship after the show.
yeah, we are. She's we just became really good friends, and we text or talk probably every day. She visited me in Minneapolis last June, and then we met in New York, and we have a really good relationship, and we have fun together. And we're good.
Do you think she would ever do Golden Bachelor in Paradise?
I do.
I mean, I
she
think
would.
so too, but I don't know.
Yeah.
She hasn't been announced. We haven't heard anything about her.
Oh,
so
I think she definitely would.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
I'm
she
asking
would.
Leslie Joe.
Oh, okay. Well,
So hypothetically, if Teresa did go to Paradise, and obviously we know you're going as well, which we'll get into,
Mm-hmm.
you've met some of the Golden Men just through the channels of Bachelor Nation. Is
Yeah.
there anyone that you could see Teresa hitting it off with?
Oh, I, I think Teresa, I think Keith seems really funny, and I haven't met him, but he seems really funny, and Teresa is funny. She's got a good sense of humor, and I could maybe see them like having fun together. But I don't know.
Hello, darlings. Pack your suitcase for a new season of the Hulu original reality series Vanderpump Villa.
Let's do
Battery. When you purchase a select 60
Caesar warm bowls are
with IBM's Granite models.
Alone. You can do this.
And a lot of these guys are going to be in paradise. For you, now you're someone you've been off the show for whatever, it's been a year or a little over a year or under a year. And you've met a lot of these guys, and a lot of these guys are going to be in paradise. So were there any guys you've developed like interest in that you've met, or are all the men that you've met thus far, it's kind of just like those are friendships?
I think they're just friendships. I mean, I haven't met Keith. I haven't met Dan. I've met Jordan, Pascal, and Dr. Bob. I met him, and Gary from, because we were on the
Both
finale
got
together.
announced,
Yeah. And that's really all I've met. I mean, I think Jordan and I have a lot in common, but right now we're good friends, and it's okay. I'd rather be friends with him than not be friends with him. But we do have a lot in common, and yeah. So if he's in paradise, that'll be fun just to hang out with him, and maybe get to know him better. But other than that, I don't know. I'm actually open, and I don't want to have any preconceived ideas about any of them. I want to be open, and I mean, I never thought I would fall in love with someone like Gary, so I'm going to be open and see what happens.
I think that's
What's Joan saying? Like, is she giving any tidbits of, ooh, I think you should keep your eye out for this guy, or I think so and so and this person might match? Or did you guys not talk about that?
No, we didn't talk about that. I think she thought that maybe after the show that Jordan and I would like get together, because she thought that we would be really good together. But she knows we're just friends, but she didn't say anything.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know.
personal question, and feel free not to answer if you don't want to, but did you and Jordan attempt to see if there was like anything romantic there?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay.
No, we
so
didn't.
it's an untapped space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, even though Chicago and Minneapolis are close in proximity, it's still two different cities. And
Definitely.
we went to a couple concerts together. I was in Chicago seeing my son, and he works for Live Nation. So we went to some concerts
Oh,
together.
That's
Yeah.
kind of a funny cross because your son works for Live Nation too, doesn't he?
No, I said my son works for Live Nation.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Yeah.
Jordan.
So
I was
did
like,
I.
No.
did he get a new job? That's so crazy.
Well, I think he did get a new job, but I don't know what it is. But
Not with Live Nation.
no, it's not with Live Nation. My son, I have the hookup.
Yes, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
So anyways, so we really like the same music. And Cage the Elephant is one of my favorite bands, one of his favorite bands, and they were playing in Chicago, and I just couldn't wait to see them. And so we went to that and All American Rejects, and it was fun. But that was really it. So, we text every once in a while, and his daughter is a doll. I met Jamie. She's just a doll. And, we'll text every once in a while, but yeah, I don't know. I rather have us be friends than try something and then not friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
maybe paradise changes things. You never know. I've
Never know.
What are your thoughts on meeting Pascal? How'd that go?
That was funny. I mean, he's definitely, he's funny. I mean, he just says it like it, what is he? He turns to me and goes, "Leslie, you look good." And I said, well, thanks. I'm too old for you. And he goes, how old are you? I said, I'm 65. He goes, yeah, you're too old for me. I mean, he's
He
just,
did say he likes like a 40, 50-year-old woman, I think.
yeah, I think, but
he's
you
got
know,
it.
that's,
But you never,
hey,
he also went on a show and dated Joan, who was 61. So you're not too
I
old for
know.
him.
Well, I'm older than Joan, but yeah, I mean, I think he's just funny. He kind of cracks me up. He just says it like it is. He doesn't hold anything back. And yeah, he was funny. So
That
it
is
was fun
funny.
meeting him.
What is your biggest fear going into Paradise, and what are you most excited for?
Okay. My biggest fear is I don't really have a biggest fear yet because I don't really like when I went on the Golden Bachelor, I knew the formula, because I've been watching it my whole life. Um, and of course I know the formula of Bachelor in Paradise, but I don't think I think they're gonna change it a little. I think they're gonna
Right.
have to with
No,
us.
yeah,
So
you're technically the first group of Goldens to ever do Paradise. So
Mhm.
it's like, I feel like you guys have the biggest question mark on what you're walking into.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
can I give you some advice?
Yes, I'd love advice.
I don't really think they're going to change shit. Like I think they may add a few elements to it, but I think realistically it's still going to be the same. It's going to be the same format. Like if you meet somebody that you like that
You
is
think
all
in terms of like the relationship, falling in love component,
I think that
it's
all
going to be
stays the
left
same.
untouched.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's still a dating show.
yeah, it's still a dating
Right.
show.
At the heart of
No.
it, it's going to be about finding love.
Yeah. And that totally I get. I just don't like everyone's like, are you guys going to be dating each other? Meaning the young and the old. And I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. I doubt it. Um, you know, I don't know. I mean, like, how much time are we spending with the youngins? Like, it's just, it's a little bit of a question mark for me. I don't even know where we're going. So I can't really be am I afraid of the unknown? I don't know. I'm usually not like that. I kind of just go with it. I'm a free spirit. It's like whatever will be. I'll take it day by day. I don't know,
Yeah.
like just I'll just do it. And then I'm most excited about to see some of my friends that are going to be there, obviously, and to make new friends. And the potential of finding love really is exciting for me. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm looking forward to, and being in a beautiful place, hopefully, and maybe some air conditioning. And I don't know. I love the beach, so I don't know.
Yeah, we see you in Costa Rica all the
Yeah.
time. And then when we went, you gave us some Rex, which was
I
amazing.
know. I know. Well, Costa Rica is definitely my happy place where I go, not where we did our finale. Because I like the
Where do you
beach.
go? Where do you go?
I go to Tamarindo.
Oh,
Okay.
that's where we went.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I surf. Did you guys surf?
We did.
We
surf.
did. We did surf lessons twice.
Twice. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I was somebody that was very hesitant, even like trying surfing, because I'm like, I just know I'm not going to be good
Yeah.
at this. But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it's good. If you have a good teacher, then it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I just love it so much. I just love it there. It's definitely my happy place.
Your happy place.
How many times a
Yeah.
year do you go out there?
Well, usually just once. Last year I went twice, but this coming January will be like my 7th time there, 7 retreats I've done there. And yeah, and I have a full group every time I go, and we just have so much fun. And now I know the place, and I got the lay of the land, and it's a lot
Yeah.
easier when you know where you're going and everything.
Do you have a favorite restaurant?
Yeah, Pangas.
Have we gone there?
No, we didn't make it
Oh,
there.
I
It was
told
like-
you
it was-
guys
I
to go
know.
there.
I
Yeah.
thought we were going there, but I got Patagonia and Pangos confused.
Oh,
I was like, oh, we're going to the restaurant that Leslie recommended we're going. And then after I like went back and checked our DMs, because I was like, I feel like that wasn't because you posted.
No.
You posted at Pangas
Yeah.
like a few weeks later, and I was like,
yeah.
oh, I was like, that was not where she
Oh,
recommended. But
darn,
I
'cause
feel like
it's-
we'll be back there.
Yeah, it is beautiful. The sunset on the beach, and you're basically eating on the sand, but it's kind of a nice restaurant, and I mean, it is a beautiful restaurant, great food, and it's just so much fun. And every time I go, I mean, well, lately since the show, everyone they recognize me. I'm going from table to table taking pictures. It's kind of funny, and I feel like like work there.
Hello, darlings. Pack your suitcase for a new season of the Hulu original reality series Vanderpump Villa.
Let's do this. Ciao, it's Stassi. Of course, Lisa brought in her favorite to be resident
3-ounce vegetable and herb.
and as the bowl spins in the microwave, so
Importantly, don't be afraid to
Can help you design, integrate, and optimize.
Passovers, I love Passover.
What is with the green screen?
And I don't know, holidays are special because
.com/consulting. IBM. Let's create.
How was Passover this past weekend? I saw you
Oh,
posted
it
with your
was-
grandson.
yes, it was great. I always love, I mean, I don't know, holidays are special because I get to be with my family and my grandkids, and I love to cook, and yeah, it was great. I love Passover.
What is with the green screen? Where are you?
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm making an action movie. No. I am at a studio in Minneapolis because I am filming some on-demand videos for Lifetime. And so it kind of just coincided with today with the podcast. And so I'm in a room, and it's actually a really this huge green wall, but I have a blur thing on my Zoom, and I don't even know how it got there. I never even put that there. So it is a green wall.
Wait, on-demand videos for Lifetime. What does that mean? and entail?
Lifetime, the gym?
Yeah, so Lifetime Fitness has on demand, they have an app, and you don't even have to belong to Lifetime to utilize the app. And so on the app, they have on demand videos. So if you feel like doing, like today I'm doing dance and Pilates. And it's only 20 minutes each. So if you feel like doing Pilates with Leslie, whatever, and you scroll and you find my video, and that's how it works. So.
How many days a
that's so
week do you
cool.
do Pilates?
Well, I actually teach bar Pilates. I do a combo, and I teach that 3 days a week.
Wow. So
Yeah.
all right. I've always been interested in Pilates. I've done it a handful of times, but I do feel like it's one of those exercises where if you don't do it on a consistent basis, and I would say minimum once a week,
Yeah.
does it do anything? If you do it once every 3 months, is it kind of
No.
pointless?
No, because most exercises, if you do once every 3 months, it's kind of pointless. So,
Yeah. That's true.
but I would say, I teach mat Pilates, but I've been taking reformer Pilates, and that's kind of changed my body a little bit, and
So hard. Reformer Pilates is honestly the hardest workout I do. And I've tried,
it's the
almost
hardest.
everything.
It's the hardest, and I have
Yeah.
this instructor she is so hard. Every class is different, and I'm dying, and it's only 50 minutes, and I'm dying, and oh my God. But it's helped me become stronger, and it's helped me with my posture, and yeah. So I think, to be honest with you, any kind of exercise, I think you have to do at least twice a week to
Yeah.
get the benefits of it.
But what do you think? If let's say, I work out 5 days a week, and one of those days is Pilates. So technically, I do Pilates 4 times a month.
Yeah.
Is there any benefit in that, you think?
Well, I think so, as long as you're doing other things. And then,
Yeah.
you can incorporate your Pilates and other things, like when you learn how to, when you become one with your core, you utilize it pretty much throughout all your other exercises that you do, even if you play golf or any sports that you do. So, I used to be a figure skater, and now figure skaters take a lot of Pilates, and I wish I would have had that tool when I was skating, because I think it would have helped all skaters back then to be better at their sport. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Mhm. Yeah.
Going back to Paradise, any questions you would want to ask us, since we
Yeah.
are veterans, especially me?
I
I've been there
know
twice.
you're veterans. I know. So are you filming outside all day long in the heat? Like,
Yeah.
is there
It's really,
breaks?
really well. Okay, so it might be slightly different for you guys because I know that when you filmed Golden Bachelor, your filming hours were much shorter than
Okay.
the regular season of The
Right.
Bachelor.
Yeah.
So when we filmed Paradise, the hours are incredibly long. It was like this sounds so like scary, and I'm not trying to say this is scary, but like it was like the first week was really intense for filming. It's just really long. There's so many people, there's so many stories,
Right.
there's so much happening.
Okay, I will interject here because it is, but it's also you have a lot of freedom.
Yes.
Opposed to the actual show, like you kind of wake up in Paradise, you get breakfast, and for the most part, besides like the host coming in once every couple days, you could kind of do whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes that whatever's interesting, so they're going to throw a camera in your face. But like if you're whatever you're doing is like if you and Jordan are friends and that relationship doesn't go anywhere and you guys are just having a friendly conversation, it's kind of just like, yeah, chill, like you're on vacation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, our show, The Golden Bachelor, was shorter, so of course that was all that was shorter.
Yes.
But I don't know if this one is. I don't know anything about it.
I
Everyone
know.
thinks I'm lying. I'm like, well, first of all, if I knew everything, I wouldn't say. But second of all, I don't know.
No, I mean, we don't really know anything either. But I mean, when we were going on the show, at least for me, maybe it was a little different for you, Joe, but I was completely in the dark too. Like I was like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into here. Like I hope I
Right.
packed appropriately and I hope that I have fun.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess, you guys look like you had fun and, it wasn't too, are your emotions like really high and are you tired a lot? And because we were really tired on Golden Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're tired. You
I was
do get
tired.
tired.
I was really tired.
Have you thought about, okay, so, you were on the Golden Bachelor, so you were competing for a man with other women.
Yeah.
And when it got serious, there were still other women in Gary's life that you were competing against.
Right.
Have you thought about the fact that like you now may be in a position where multiple guys are into you and you're potentially like questioning who you're into? Like you could be in a love triangle with two men. Have you thought about that?
Well, I have thought about that, and that's going to be the hard part for me because I don't like hurting people's feelings. And, I mean, I don't like when my feelings are hurt and I don't, I have a hard time, I'm not very, I just
Yeah,
don't
you don't
like
want to hurt
people.
anyone.
Yeah, yeah, I just don't want to hurt anyone.
I mean, I'm
Um,
glad that's the way you are because if you were the opposite way, then you'd be a monster. Like I actually am going down there because I want to hurt some guy.
I can't wait to bust some ass.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm just gonna see how it goes. But again, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
Is
I
there
don't know.
anyone from Gary's season that you hope goes down as well?
From Gary's season. Well, I mean, my good friends are Teresa, Ellen, Sandra. I love Edith. I mean, those are just the girls I kind of hang out with. I'm if Faith goes, I'm kind of excited to see. I would be excited to see her because she always gave me a little chuckle. And she's a very sweet girl. So it'll be good to see. It'll be good to see all of them, really. I mean, I really don't even know who's going. So
Yeah.
whoever's
Do we-
whoever's there.
Whoever's there, you're happy to see
Do
them.
we think there's a world where I think this could be something that happens where they bring in men and women that haven't yet been on.
Oh, you think? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Well, okay, so that's another thing. If some of us go, don't they have to replenish like they do that on the
Right.
Yeah,
normal
they do.
show?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Well,
So I wouldn't
My
be shocked if
speculation-
we got like a few randoms in there.
like Seraphina's mom, like a parent,
I didn't even think about that, but sure. I mean,
that
you
would
could
be an
do that
example of
as
someone who
well.
like wasn't on the Golden Bachelor
Right,
show, but
yeah.
like we know who she is and of her. We know
Right.
she's single. She has that connection. Oh my God, are we gonna have like parent and children dynamics on this season?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Because whose son was at Jones tell-all?
Gary's son. He was old enough. You know, and even like Grant's sister could be someone that goes down there.
We'll see. That would be wild.
I mean, there's a lot of people that applied for Golden Bachelor and Golden Bachelorette. Maybe they'll take some of those people. I don't know.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's very
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'd be fine meeting new people. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. What has been after, you know, now looking back, what's been the best takeaway from you from all of this? From, you know,
From-
being, you know, going on Golden, meeting all new people, just like being part of this franchise.
Well, I think being part of like Bachelor Nation and meeting, of course, all my friends and, you know, and the younger people and becoming friends with Trista and people like that, which I, you know, loved for so long. And you guys, I mean, just everybody. And you just have that bond that, you know, there's just not a lot of people in the world that have that bond. And it's just like when I came home, I missed my friends, you know, people that I've been friends with forever growing up. But then the girls from the show, you know, we're the only ones that really experience that experience and knows how we felt. And so there's that bond, and that's never going to go away. So I came out of the show so much richer just with relationships and you know, friendships, and I'm still a hopeless romantic, and I'm hoping that I find love, whether it's on Bachelor in Paradise or outside of it, but hopefully I
How
find it.
do your family and friends feel about you going back on TV?
Well, my kids are like, of course, this is good for you, Mom. Like, you know, they love it. You know, my daughter played the funniest April Fool's joke on me. We were all in a group text, and she said, and I didn't realize it was April Fool's when she did this. And she goes, Mom, I have to tell you now. They gave me the green light to tell you, but they contacted me 2 months ago, and I'm going on Bachelor in Paradise with you. They want a mother-daughter thing. And I believed her, and I was jumping up and down, and I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the best news. And then she's like, Mom, April Fool's. And I'm like, because I was getting carried away. I was like planning, you know. But yeah, my kids, yeah, they're big supporters of mine, and I think I could probably do no wrong in their eyes. So yeah.
For the guys going on Bachelor in Paradise who are potentially listening to this podcast right now and are interested in you, what advice would you give them to try to, you know, date you?
I would say don't get too clingy too
No stage
fast.
5 clingers, okay. Play it cool.
Be funny.
Okay.
Make me laugh, and you know, just be yourself, really, and just don't try too hard, because I can always tell when someone's trying too hard. I guess that's my
What
advice.
would your advice have been if you got asked that question before you were going on our season? And they were like, Joe, you're going back on Paradise. Like, what should the girls that are interested in you know?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. I asked the questions. I don't answer. I don't know what I would say, but that was a good answer, and it was an honest answer. I would probably, yeah, I think just like be yourself, and you know, if we hit it off, we hit it off,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's all. What is so funny?
Nothing. I don't know.
Leslie, thank you so much for coming on. We're very excited to watch you in Bachelor in Paradise.
I'm sure we'll see you again.
Yeah,
You'll
well,
be on here
Thanks,
again
guys.
soon.
I will be channeling my Serena and Joe vibes when I'm there, and you were good examples for the show. So
Thank you. Well, we're rooting for you.
Just make sure you take some time when you're down there too. Just like, even if it's 10 minutes a day for yourself to just like breathe and relax and kind of just like remember, like, just chill out.
Yeah, good
Sometimes
advice.
it could get overwhelming. And
Yeah.
It's very overstimulating at
Yeah.
times. I think that's good advice. I feel like
Especially
I
the
was like, I
first
don't want to
day.
miss anything.
Yeah,
Like I
especially
was
the first
in
day.
it and I like burnt myself out so fast.
Yeah.
Joe took the opposite approach.
I also was sick. I was also sick.
You were sick, but I think like a good 10 to 15 minute wellness check, grounding yourself every day is good advice.
Well,
I like
checks.
that. I like that because I'm a person that has FOMO and I get like
Me
I miss
too.
this and I don't want to miss that, but I think that's good advice. So thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Leslie, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us. And to all our listeners, thank you guys for tuning in to the Bachelor Happy Hour. Make sure you download and subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah, before you know it, you guys are going to be watching Leslie down on the beach. So don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Bye guys.